we leave something out, we replace words of a certain statement, right? It's not just the fact that we are succumbing to a tyrannical law that, lives in our head. It's actually the structure of our speech that creates detours, right? That sort of when we say something, we leave out gaps, or like when the dream um, manifests itself, something um, you could say it's like when you look at like a top secret file and this important document, you have like the blacking out of certain phrases or certain codes or dates. It's something like that, right? That's what happens in the dream. This is how the censor operates.
Right, exactly. And that is repression proper, And Freud, somewhere in here, Freud talks about how if the patient has recounted a dream and he's still not really very clear on what's happening in this dream, he will ask the patient to recount the dream again, right? Give a new version. And he notes that in every new version of the patient's dream, that the signifying elements of it, again, I'm adding that word signifying, but that is what it is. The signifying elements of it are scrambled, as if to be put out, they're displaced even more or condensed even more. And that's what Freud finds himself drawn to. That in every version, the desire to censor, right, to repress the very thing that would come forward and reveal the unconscious is present, right, unconsciously. And so when I think about editing, the kind of editing that I did was less about deletion and revision as it was about scribing. And like my teacher had very elaborate orthographic rules, and the role of the editor was to enact these rules on the language, like to add parentheses where they belong, to put em dashes where they're supposed to be, to maintain modifying strings of adjectives in the precise order in which they're meant to be repeated, right? And so I often felt that rather than revising or deleting, that I was actually structuring the text I was working with, and that editing was an act of structuring, an act of transcribing the structure
Yeah.
that was intended. I think this is exactly what the analyst is doing.